Mackie with Audio Excellence, and welcome to another instructional video series from AE4U. Today we'll be talking about the various aspects of a small mixing console. On most mixers we have two options for input. One is a XLR microphone input and the second being a line level input. Also common to many mixers is a low cut or a high pass filter, and what this does is cut out all the low frequency from the incoming signal. This is great if you're using a microphone or something that you don't want a lot of low frequency bleed through. So you can cut this and it'll take all the low frequency out and get rid of a lot of the extraneous rumble and noise. Next, the gain, the trim knob. This is used to turn up and increase the level and basically match for the different sources of inputs. Microphones have different amounts of output gain, as do different line sources, CDs or iPods. So this is used basically to match it and gain it up to an acceptable level. Next feature you'll find on many mixers is an aux or an effects send. Basically kind of the same thing, but usually the terminology is slightly different from manufacturer to manufacturer. The use for this, we could take this aux 1 and we could use it to send to a monitor system or a personal monitor system for listening to ourselves rather than coming out of the main speaker system. We could also use it to send it to a reverb or an echo or some other multi-effects processor. This is the EQ section or the equalization section on the board. This is what you consider a simple EQ section. High frequency, mid frequency and low frequency, all of which are fixed frequencies. On a much larger console or a more complex console, you may find what's called a variable frequency EQ section, where we can set each of the high, mid and low frequencies to a selected frequency and then either boost or cut those frequencies. This is our pan knob. We use this to route the signal to the left or the right or to any position in between. The mute for muting the individual channel or opening it up. The solo knob, sometimes called the PFL, pre-fader level. We press this in so we can monitor the level before perhaps we push it to the output, or that we can see that the signal is clean or strong. And then finally, the fader for the channel. This controls the amount going to the master outputs on the console. This is the master section of the console. These are the master levels for the main outputs to our left and right, and set these to their final output desired level.